this has to be one of the silliest milestones that we've ever tried to get to in the Hunter Call of the Wild, but if we didn't do it, I don't even know what we'd be doing on this channel anymore. The goal for today is to get our cash up here to 12,121,212, or basically 12. If we didn't do that, I don't even know why we'd be trying to play Call of the Wild. We've been spending forever. I've been kind of hyping this up, that it was something that I've been wanting to get to, and today is the day where we officially try to get over that point. Now, I know that it's not necessarily going to be like with a harvest that we reach that number. I think the most likely thing is that we kind of go beyond it and then can purchase some ammo and get back to that point. So we are about 13,400-ish away right now. So we'll probably try to get above that point and then kind of go back. And I figure in a video where we're essentially trying to get a bunch of cash, we might as well come back to Silver Ridge Peaks and kind of continue working on our black bear grind. We went and did this, I think, like 2 weeks ago, and we actually shot a couple of pretty good sized bears. So maybe there'll be some decent respawns anyway. And worst case scenario, hopefully by the end, we'll have our at least screenshot of that probably best cash number we'll ever get to. I can't imagine we'll have another 12 in there at any point in our Call of the Wild career, but that got 2 pronghorn and about 1,800 cash for us, and hopefully we can just kind of build on it from there. I kind of thought that guy looked a little bit different from the ground. I climbed up into this tower, and that is definitely a piebald Rocky Mountain elk bull, but unfortunately as he's feeding there, he's kind of laying down. So let's see if we can get a shot kind of close enough to them. They should stand up. We just need to be careful to not actually hit the bull. I wonder, you know what? What we can do to actually gain more cash out of this is check on the range. It's about 300. And if we maybe hit this guy first, it's going to require a little bit of fast shooting. That definitely did not go to plan. I think unfortunately we hit him way far back. We got the first one. The only good thing is that's probably not going to bring him down. In the long run, we might be able to do this. The issue is, we're pretty much going to lose most of the cash we would get. And in fact, I guess our shot's going to bring him down. So the only hope we have is to, well, maybe get a shot like that. I don't know. It may have been vitals. That was so far away that we might have still not aimed high enough. That'll be interesting to see how that went down. So, kind of lesson learned, there's a bunch of bears out there. One male that we can actually go for, but maybe that's not the way to go for a laying down animal. But at least we got the 1 elk and 1 bear for sure out of all that. And by the way, our bear was kind of par for the course for pretty much what we were seeing in the last hunt for them. Just a bunch of kind of lower level ones, but even a level 5 male and a silver is going to give us about 1,300 cash. So that definitely helps us in what we're trying to get as far as our sort of little cash milestone today. I really want to know what happened with the piebald. That shot was so quick. There was no time to really know if we got like a decent hit on him. In the meantime, that level 4 bison's going to give us a shot. I think that should be a lung. It looks like it. And of course, we did get our level 3 elk that we shot first. And I guess the good news is, at 343, he didn't make gold. So we know our piebald definitely wouldn't have, because I think his max estimate was 330. Our bison is down right up here, and then we'll kind of loop around and try to figure that out. I mean, it was really close to a 400-meter follow-up shot. The 300's pretty flat shooting, and I saw his health dropping, but I don't know, he's laying dead right there. We might have got a vital after all that. So for our bison, about 950 cash, and of course a gold since he was a level 4. That's definitely not a bad deal, but I hope we got a vital out of that, because it would be a little bit annoying to miss out because we're rushing and trying to get some extra cash. Again, he's not huge. At level 3 he would have been a silver at best, but it's always nice to get kind of the full score on the rares, so kind of crossing my fingers here. Oh, we did! 409 meters away. He turned there, and we got that vital hit in there. So, I mean, he's a 317 score. He's not bad. Kind of an interesting stance. Makes it tough to get any kind of screenshot. I wish there was, like, the full box, because at that angle, it would look pretty cool, but I'm really happy with that. This area is just insane. I mean, I guess there are some places that you see this kind of stuff. It's usually like trash dumps, I think, though. In real life, when bears are gathered like this, the idea of, I don't know how many this would even be, like 15, 20 bears just all gathered drinking somewhere, seems a little bit far-fetched, but I kind of made a mistake there. I wasn't thinking in tax that piebald elk, if for no other reason just to include in the thumbnail, there is a max weight black bear track, and he's probably not even spawned in right now, so we'll have to try to go and get that. But anyway, taxing the elk kind of probably put us below where we started at as far as cash. So getting a couple of these bears will be good. And you know what, at this point, I talked about it recently. I think one of the things we need to do is start to shoot some of the female bears over on that side to kind of allow more room for males to spawn. Because we saw those 2 males that we shot. It's that one and that one, but then there were another like 10 females around there. And I'm thinking if we kind of shoot some of them, we might get more males on that side, but now we've got some over here. In fact, those are 3 males. I wonder if the max weight one is over there. Now that's a different spot. I've never seen, as we're accidentally going into the chat box there, I've never seen bears spawn in that particular spot. I don't see the big one. I mean, let's at least get 2. We'll get the 2 higher level ones. At least if we can, because the thing is, we kind of do it that way, I guess. Sometimes they stand up, and I was worried that we'd miss our shot if we did that. Now, if we continue to back up, we might get the other one to spawn in. Otherwise, I'm not really sure where he'd be, but both of those fell in the water, so this will be interesting. He was hiding in a pretty good spot over there, but he is unfortunately just a mythical, and actually, he's over there by that 5. There's so many bears here that I'm not too worried about deleting zones. I thought he was about to take off running there. Doing all kinds of weird like twists and turns. It looks like the 5 is going to spook. I also saw on our way over that a 4 spawned in, so I don't know how many bears we've just shot. We've definitely made up all the money that we spent taxing the piebald elk, and I guess I sort of learned my lesson. I would save any potential diamonds or rares that we shoot from here on out, but maybe not such a bad thing. It was a common bear anyway, that was a level 8, so no need to accidentally spend more money that we're trying to save up. But we got the 3 on this side. I think there's, what, a total of 5 over there to claim. Probably for the sake of kind of scooting through, because they're all just common silvers minus the mythical, I would guess. We'll probably only kind of include the mythical in the video. The point of this hunt is more so, I guess, kind of respawns for bears. Sometimes gold level 6s are nice. And of course the cash at the end here, but yeah, we're kind of getting back to where we were when we shot the elk. Well, apparently there was also a level 7 over on that side, so real quick, I'm not even so sure how we got that shot in there. I figured we'd take it. I mean, no doubt. Actually, never mind. I was gonna say no doubt we've deleted zones, but somehow we haven't. I guess we did only shoot a total of 3 on this side. Well, that kind of worked out, because I did like the way they were spaced. If we use the tent that we spawned at kind of to our advantage in not letting some of the bears spawn in, we can kind of use all the zones in that way. I think it was probably best we didn't delete anything, but we will kind of pick up the 7 there, because that of course was a guaranteed gold. But what ended up being a 350 meter shot on a mythical, or I guess 340 meters according to that. Not a bad one at 22.3. And actually that worked out pretty good. Lung, liver, and stomach to bring them down a little more quickly. I actually ran past the other 2 that floated over there, so that's the only one that we're going to sort of include. Once we get those though, we'll be getting pretty close to our number. We get another level 6 black bear, and actually another one back in there in the brush. He's a pretty good one at 18 to 20. I guess this guy's 18 to 21. Ooh, I don't know about that shot though. Definitely did not hit the second one. The first one was starting to drop back down from that alert animation. We may be able to save that actually. Sometimes I forget the black bear run really slowly. I don't know what that actually hit, but must have got brush or something. We did kill the first one at the very least, but that probably could have went a little smoother. I don't quite know where he's headed, but there is a, I think, brown level 7 black bear over there. And hopefully we can make a little bit of a better shot. He just turned back around. I don't know, that might have been spinal cord, but at the very least he dropped. And actually, seeing the blood here, wherever we hit the level 6 turned out to be an okay shot. Actually, we ran right by him when we were looking at the level 7. He ran forward, which is kind of odd, but I am curious. He was starting to, like I said, kind of drop back. I guess lung and vertebrae will do the job, but another gold level 6, and that's got us at 2 of our 12, so I think we need, is it only 1,000 more? I kind of forget the math on it, but the level 7 bear might have us close to where we need to be. I was looking at the, like, kind of cheapest things we could buy in the store, and it's all ammo, and they all kind of end in a 0. So we ultimately need our last number here in the cache to be a 2, and I think we can probably work with it, but if this bear gets us beyond the all 12s number, it's not necessarily going to be our last kill. We have to get something that's going to allow us to work our way to that. That blood is not exactly encouraging. We did unfortunately shoot him in the spinal cord, but I think that actually might get us there. It ends in a 2 now. I need to make sure that I'm not losing my mind, but we should want to spend about 610 cash, I think. We'll go back and look at the kind of available ammo, but we might be able to manage it. I really don't want to shoot anything until I look at it all, because I think getting it to end in the 2 is not going to be easy. I think we did it, and if that's the case, we got incredibly lucky by shooting that in the spinal cord. That cost us cash, which may well have gotten us to where we can do this. Could it have worked out any more perfect? We just bought 10 303 British soft point bullets, which put us at a total of 12, and got our cash to the all 12s number. So screenshotting that, I might screenshot it again, kind of like the sky in the background just to look a little bit nicer, or I guess in the map, it gives you like a solid black. But yeah, the most fortunate mistake we've ever made got us there, and then just the one set of ammo that costs the amount we need to subtract puts us at a total of 12. That could not have worked out any better, and it was pretty cool to get a rare elk along the way. In fact, speaking of elk, this actually might be the rest of that herd. I really don't want to shoot anything else, so we can just end this video at that 12 mark. Nothing new to add to the trophy lodge, but a bunch of bears were shot, and actually, it was really nice to find out the whole situation with this area. If we place a tripod here, and maybe like one on either side to move around, we can really use that to our advantage, and hopefully, sometime in the near future, maybe that diamond color faced black bear will come along. But kind of a weird milestone to go for, but one that I've been talking about in streams for a very long time. Cool to do it, and I don't know. We'll have to see where the next kind of cash milestone takes us. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.